Bonjour! Imagine stepping into a Parisian bakery. The smell of fresh bread fills the air. Golden brown croissants beckon from behind the counter. The croissant is a true icon of French baking. It's a symbol of pleasure and indulgence. Now you can create this magic in your own kitchen. Let's embark on a journey to make classic French croissants at home. Before we begin, let's gather our ingredients. We'll need some basic pantry staples for our croissant adventure. Strong bread flour. This gives the croissants their structure. Granulated sugar. A touch of sweetness is always welcome. Active dry yeast. The magic ingredient for a good rise. Salt, to balance the flavors. Milk, for richness and moisture. Unsalted butter. Lots of it. This is what makes croissants so irresistibly flaky. 1 egg, for that beautiful golden shine. Let's start by making the dough. This is the foundation of our croissants, and getting it right is crucial for that perfect flaky texture. In a large bowl, combine the flour, sugar, and yeast. These dry ingredients are the building blocks of our dough. Mix them together with your hands until they are well incorporated. Now, warm the milk slightly. The temperature of the milk is important. It should be just warm enough to activate the yeast without killing it. It should be lukewarm, not hot. Add the warm milk to the dry ingredients. The milk will help to bring the dough together and start the fermentation process. Mix everything together until it forms a rough dough. At this stage, the dough will be shaggy and a bit sticky, but don't worry, it will come together as we need it. Now turn the dough out onto a lightly floured surface. Knead the dough for about 10 minutes. This process develops the gluten, which gives the croissants their structure and chewiness. You're aiming for a smooth and elastic dough. It should be soft to the touch and bounce back when you press it lightly. Place the kneaded dough in a lightly oiled bowl to prevent it from sticking. Cover the bowl with plastic wrap and let it rise in a warm place. The warmth will help the yeast to ferment, causing the dough to rise and develop flavor. The dough should double in size. This will take about 1 to 2 hours, depending on the temperature of your kitchen. Be patient, as this step is crucial for achieving the right texture in your croissants. While the dough is rising, let's prepare the butter block. This is the key to those beautiful croissant layers. Take your cold butter and place it between 2 sheets of parchment paper. Use a rolling pin to flatten the butter into a square. The butter should be about ½ an inch thick. Place the butter square in the refrigerator to keep it cold. Now comes the fun part, laminating. This is where the magic happens, transforming simple dough into a masterpiece of flaky layers. Once the dough has doubled in size, punch it down gently. This step releases the built-up gases and prepares the dough for the next stage. Roll the dough out into a rectangle. Make sure it's even and smooth, as this will ensure uniform layers in the final product. Place the cold butter square in the center of the dough rectangle. The butter should be firm but pliable, so it integrates seamlessly into the dough. Fold the sides of the dough over the butter, like an envelope. This step is crucial for encasing the butter, which will create those distinct layers. Seal the edges well to enclose the butter completely. Any gaps can cause the butter to leak out during rolling. Now roll out the dough again into a long rectangle. This process begins the layering, as the butter is distributed throughout the dough. Fold the top third of the dough down to the center. This is the first step in creating the layers. Then, fold the bottom third up, like you're folding a letter. This technique is known as a letter fold and is essential for building layers. This is called a letter fold. It helps in creating multiple layers by folding the dough over itself. Wrap the dough in plastic wrap and refrigerate for at least 30 minutes. Chilling the dough allows the butter to firm up again, making it easier to roll out. Repeat this rolling, folding, and chilling process 2 more times. Each repetition increases the number of layers, enhancing the flakiness. This creates those beautiful flaky layers. The result is a dough with hundreds of thin, buttery layers that will bake into a perfectly crisp and tender pastry. Shaping your croissants. From rectangle to crescent. After the final chill, roll out the dough into a large rectangle. Now, cut the rectangle into long triangles. Starting at the wider end of each triangle, roll the dough towards the pointed end. Curve the rolled dough slightly to form the classic crescent shape. The patience of proofing, waiting for the rise. Place the shaped croissants on a baking sheet lined with parchment paper. Cover them loosely with plastic wrap. Let them rise in a warm place until they're puffy and almost doubled in size. This will take about 1 to 2 hours. You'll know they're ready when they look light and airy. Baking to golden perfection, achieving that crispy crust. The secret to a perfect croissant lies in the details. From the right temperature to the perfect egg wash, every step counts. Preheat your oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit or 190 degrees Celsius. This ensures that the croissants bake evenly and achieve that desired crispiness. Lightly beat an egg with a tablespoon of water. This mixture is crucial for giving the croissants their shiny golden exterior. This is your egg wash. It acts as a glaze that not only adds color but also enhances the texture of the crust. Gently brush the egg wash over the proofed croissants. Make sure to cover every part evenly to avoid any pale spots. This will give them that beautiful golden brown color. The egg wash caramelizes during baking, creating a lovely sheen. Bake the croissants for 20 to 25 minutes or until they're deeply golden brown. Keep an eye on them to prevent overbaking. The croissants should sound hollow when tapped on the bottom. This indicates that they are fully baked and have a light, airy interior. Let the croissants cool slightly on a wire rack before serving. This allows the steam to escape, keeping the crust crisp and the inside tender. Enjoy your perfectly baked croissants. Savoring the moment. Serving and enjoying your croissants. Congratulations! You've just made croissants like a true Parisian baker. These golden beauties are best enjoyed warm from the oven. Enjoy them plain or slice them in half and spread with butter, jam, or your favorite fillings. They're perfect for breakfast, brunch, or a delightful afternoon treat. Now pour yourself a cup of coffee or tea and savor the moment. You've earned it.